Hey everyone, how's it going? I figured today's discussion would be about the movie Deadpool 2, which I know people were kind of like highly, anticipating, considering the success of the Avengers, Infinity War and soon to come, this Han Solo story, and of course Ant-Man and the Wasp. So basically, the events of Deadpool 2 have, Wade and Vanessa, you know, kind of trying to start a family of their own, and then of course tragedy happens to Wade, which kind of sends him to like a depression, and things like that, and of course it also reunites him with Colossus and the teenage Masonic Warhead character from the first Deadpool movie, and of course characters from the previous movies such as Big Al, the Blind Lady, and Weasel come back in this one, and you get to see some pretty cool cameos, from the X-Men movie. He'll appear, rather briefly in this scene, in the movie in a hit and miss, kind of moment. And of course, the story introduces, Cable, which is, Nathan Summers from the comics, played by Josh Brolin, from the future, who tries to prevent a tragedy that happened to his wife and child as a result of, a fellow mutant by the name of Russell's actions, that sent him into a dark path. And of course, Cable tries to prevent, that future from happening. And of course, Wade is like, with his deal with his own, problems, tries to stop, Russell from going down a dark path before it's too late. I mean, I know what made the first Deadpool movie kind of successful was kind of like it's like it's dark humor and kind of like the fourth person narration, and of course kind of in a sense kind of making fun of itself, if that's the way you ought to say it. And of course it does mention the events of the Logan movie, but I don't know, personally I kind of found the style of the sequel a little bit too repetitive, and I would say quite frankly a little annoying after a while, since I'll be honest, it kind of felt like Deadpool, the sequel was kind of, trying to rehash the success of the first one, well, not really offering anything much different, and I felt it was a bit too over the top for me. I mean, while it did have its moments of laughter and fun and things like that, but I kind of felt I could have done a better job, with the emotional moments, particularly how Wade was you know, overcome depression and things like that. And I kind of felt like, in my opinion, the movie kind of felt was made mostly, for laughs, even though I guess that was the whole intention of, the Deadpool character. I mean, more than likely there'll probably be a third installment of the franchise, but it would be nice if it kind of went like in a darker direction. But that's just my personal opinion. I would just say it's probably better off sticking to the X-Men movies, since I kind of prefer something a little bit more grounded and, not, dealing with an over pain in the ass, character like Wade Wilson. But that's just my particular take on it. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.